I know that before I start teaching, I have to have all of my students' attention for them to be able to learn anything. So ways that I get my students' attention is by doing something a little out of the normal, such as raising my hand or standing on a chair, rearranging the room. All of those will work, plus many more to get all of my students' attention. Good morning, everybody. Let's have a great day today.
I don't have time for this at all. This girl is being ridiculous.
What is she doing?
Hi, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. Can you go ahead and pull your notebooks out?
She's just like,
hey
need
guys,
some coffee or something.
Hey.
I need some coffee too.
Hey, you two.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, can you put your phones away? Let's go ahead and get started for the
I'm
day.
sorry. This is an emergency.
No. No.
No coffee.
You can have coffee
I don't have
later.
time for this.
You can deal. Hey, you can deal with whatever problems are on your phone later. But
No,
we
I
really
can't.
need
That's
to
the
get started
problem.
on this lesson.
What went wrong? Pause the video and discuss in small groups at your table what you think the teacher forgot to do and what she could have done to grab and keep their attention. Some things that went wrong: not being assertive, not using attention grabber, letting the students talk over her, etc.
She's not at the door today.
She's always at the door. Where is she?
I don't know. Something's weird.
Good morning, everybody.
Found her.
Today we're going to discuss the FFA emblem. Now, if you recall, yesterday we talked about the different FFA officer stations and how they related to the emblems and how they related to the emblem. And today we're going to actually go over the parts, what they mean, and why they're there. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Perfect. Let's do it.
What went well? Pause the video and discuss in small groups at your table what the teacher did differently to grab the students' attention effectively this time. Good examples seen by the teacher: loud and confident voice, surprise attention grabber, doing something out of the ordinary. Discussion question number 1. Compare the teacher's attention getting strategies. What could they have done differently? How would you use this in your intended grade level?
Prior knowledge helps me assess my students' understanding of a topic. It helps them connect old information with new information and relating that information to themselves. So today we're going to talk about the different parts of the FFA emblem. So can somebody tell me where the president is stationed by? Yes.
I don't have the answer, but I'm very confused and do not know what we are talking about right now.
We discussed this yesterday. We discussed the different parts of the FFA emblem. You should know this already. So where is the president stationed by? Anybody? Really, guys, we talked about this yesterday. You should know this.
What went wrong? Pause the video and discuss in small groups at your table about what happened when prior knowledge wasn't used and what the teacher could have done differently. Some things that went wrong. The student's self-efficacy went down, lowered self-confidence, degrading the students for not completely remembering, not helping to trigger the past knowledge.
So does anybody remember when I jumped out from behind the chair yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you guys remember what we talked about after I did that?
The FFA emblem.
Good job! So today we're going to talk about the different parts of the FFA emblem, what they mean, and just go in depth with it. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay, so if you recall, yesterday we talked about the different officers in FFA and where they were stationed by. So let's review. Where is the president stationed?
The rising sun.
And where is the rising sun at on the emblem?
Middle.
Good job.
What went well? Pause the video and discuss in small groups at your table what the teacher did differently to activate prior knowledge and how that affected the students. Good examples seen from the teacher: jogging the memory of the students by reminding them what they did yesterday, guiding their memory to answer questions about what they already learned. Discussion question number 2. Defend the need for assessing prior knowledge before beginning instruction. How could you use this in your attended grade level?
One of my goals this year is to help students be able to organize the information by themselves. Some good ways that I'm doing this is by helping them use a planner, a schema, a graphic organizer, or a mnemonic. Okay, everybody. So So in the next couple days, you have your big movie due about the different parts of the FFA emblem. And then next we're gonna move on to the different parts of the animal and the ruminant and the digestive system. And you guys are gonna do a big project about that. And then from there, we'll just kind of decide when we get there. But I know yes.
Should we write all this down in our
Oh,
planner?
no, definitely not. You guys will definitely remember it, I promise. Okay, so let's get started.
What went wrong? Pause the video and discuss in small groups at your table about what would happen if the students followed this teacher's directions. What are ways to help students organize this information better? Some things that went wrong. Lots of information was thrown at the students. Nothing was written down. No example by the teacher in how to organize the information. No planner used.
Good morning, everybody. Remember to go ahead and get your planners out and start writing down the to-do list. Do you have it all written down?
No, not yet. I'm drawing.
Well, no, let's go ahead and write it down. You really need to have this information so that way you can get all your projects in on time. You don't want any grades or any points taken off because you don't have your projects in. So let's go ahead and get it written down. Okay.
What went well? Pause the video and discuss in small groups at your table what the teacher did to encourage organization skills and how this will benefit the students. Good examples seen from the teacher. Having the students use planners, write information right away, kept students on task and organized.
Discussion question number 3. Differentiate between a successful and unsuccessful schema. How would you use this in your intended grade level?
I don't know which one's an example because we're such good actors that we just made up.
All of them are good examples of good acting.
And I'm done.
This is why I could never get a movie started.
That's why.
It would take forever.
What about Ellen? You know how many takes on No, it's all live!
You're so loud. It's 8 a.m.
Don't ask me anything because I don't know what we're talking about.
The rising sun is the answer to the question.
Yeah, the rising sun.
Yeah, he's still gonna say that. Okay.
So, where is the president stationed by on the emblem? Remember?
The rising sun.
Good job. And where's the rising sun at?
That was good, so good. The middle.
The middle.
Now Satan told me the answer was the rising sun.
Good morning, everybody!
I'm sorry. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't remember any of this.
We talked about the FFA emblem yesterday. You should know. So, where is the president stationed by?
The rising sun.